Okay, so let's just get into how you tick, basically, right?
Slowly.
So you're a projector with emotional authority and a 4-6 profile. So you're here to guide people and not to grind. So if you're grinding, no good. That's your energy leaks. You need to like be aware and stop yourself because you are basically like a pattern decoder. So you show people their patterns basically. So you're like a visionary, a strategist. Um, you're not built to hustle at all. You're built to see what others miss and then calibrate them through that insight. So you're
Okay.
not chasing people. I know you said before that you've been told to like cold DM people. That is not in alignment with your energy whatsoever. You wait for the invitation. So you put yourself out there and then people will invite you into their world, right? Um, so you speak to what you see, not what you do. What else? So when you're speaking, you can be like, here's what people miss, right? You kind of show the blind spots, or I see this in your energy. So you're not anything like what you're gonna see on like Instagram and stuff, like people like dancing and shit like that, right? Your power is just your presence. So line 4 is your connection and embodiment, right? So you sell through connections
Mhm.
and trust. So you meet people through relationships, not cold marketing. That is not your thing at all.
No.
So community, building community. So you could create like referral circles, or if you, yeah, let's say you get a new follower, then genuinely be like, hey, thank you for being here, right?
Mhm.
And kind of treating your audience like your family, like that warmth. Now you're line 6. So, okay. So you're like a lighthouse. So you put out your light, and that's what attracts people in. And they don't follow you for tips. They follow you because your life reflects the actual evolution that they desire.
So stop with the educational shit and just like talk about my stories, basically. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
right? Because, like I said before, you've lived it, you've walked it, you've been through a lot. So you're to share that story. That's what builds trust. That's what builds the warmth, the connection. They can relate to you because you understand you've been there and they want to be like, oh, I want to be able to step up. So you don't need to be like loud, but soft. Like you can still speak softly, but you carry presence. So yeah, sharing your stories, what you've been through, that's going to attract your people. So it can be about, spiritual awakening and things like that because you're here to work with light workers. Maybe they're going through it and then you're guiding them too, right? Um, so your energetic business strategy, let's just see. So simple offers is what I'm hearing. Keep it simple in the beginning and automate what you can because you're very busy. So you're not always like working all the time. Let me see. Intimate mentorships and then scalable low labor programs. And then okay. So price for your presence, not your time. But yeah, the first thing, simple offers, keep it the sales process simple. and just start there. And then these are all the other things you can work on later, like mentorships and programs. Okay. Excuse me. Anything else? Okay, so you need a lot of rest, and simplicity is coming up again. Okay. So you can just speak like one powerful thing and then be done. Don't overload your content, and only like batch content if you plan on doing that when you're actually excited about it. And then step back and let your energy work for you. Okay? So okay, your energy is the brand and you need to protect that. So boundaries again. Yeah, relationships is where your revenue is going to come in. Clients, that client connection. And just really being more you. Um, so you don't need to like go viral or anything. It just needs to be the real you, right? And that's what's gonna attract people the most. You don't have to have a big crowd or following, I'm hearing. And just focus on building offers or programs that reflect your journey and wisdom. And then, yeah, that one-on-one mentorship or the groups, even though there was that fear around that, but now you're aware, right? So there was a few blocks around that, the group container. Email marketing, and long form content that builds trust. So, yeah, you don't need like 100 sales. You need 5 aligned ones. Oh, let me see. So, not none of this is going to happen really fast.
Yeah.
Okay? Because your sun is in Taurus. So, you're going to build slow, steady, but you're building like a foundation. So, it takes time. And you really thrive when your business feels rooted and calm and self-honoring. And you need time and space and beauty
Yeah, I can see that.
and
I
energetic integrity to operate at your best. So you don't do well with like chaotic launches, but grounded, right?
yes.
Rollouts. Okay. And you're very much need to be seen. Moon in Leo. Okay. So yeah, and that's probably one of the things you probably struggled with is visibility, but that's what you're here to do. That's like a strategy. It's not just a strategy, it's almost like emotional regulation, if that makes sense. So you shine when you lead with heart and creativity and your authentic expression. So there we go again. Yeah, like being your authentic self and letting the things that, make you feel passionate be visible and letting people feel that. They need to feel that energy from you. So you don't need to be perfect and polished. They don't want
Okay.
that.
Thank you. Okay.
They don't want that. They just want you to be you, the real you. Because, yeah, you're a messenger, you're a teacher, you're a communicator. So that's what sells is your voice. So teaching, writing, workshops, podcasts, all amplify your field. Anywhere where you're speaking and sharing